feeling a little disconnected from yourself lately? Your higher self is within reach. It's never far from you. You just need a daily habit that keeps you aligned, grounded, and intentional. So on this live stream, I'll be giving you a simple but powerful ways to reconnect with yourself, with your higher self, God, universe, whichever word that you want to call it, so you can live your life with clarity, purpose, and peace. Hey love, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for popping in and thanks for always coming back. If you are a new subscriber or it's your first time clicking my video or coming across my channel and you enjoyed this video or this video impacted you, I have similar video like this. Go check them out on my YouTube channel because I do personal development, inner work, and mindset shift. And you might also go there and see something like makeup. That's for my girly. If you love makeup, you can also check that out. I have a personal playlist on that. So on today's video, without further ado, we'll be talking about 5 simple ways to stay connected with your higher self. 5 simple ways to stay connected with your higher self. Sometimes I don't know about you, but for me, sometimes I just feel as if I'm disconnected from my higher self. I feel as if there's kind of distance or barrier with me and God or the universe. I don't know what you believe on, but for me, I'm not a religious person. I've said this countless times in my channel, but I still believe in God. I still believe in everything that was written in the Bible, but I'm not that like in the religious person that I say you must be a Christian, Muslim. No, but I still believe in God and believe the universe. I believe on earth. I believe on every single thing that existed, every single thing that God created. So sometimes I feel deep down inside of me that I'm disconnected from my higher self. I'm disconnected from God. I'm disconnected from the universe. I don't know. I've said it before. I don't know about it. But sometimes I just feel as if there's a barrier or there's a block between me and this person or this thing that I'm mentioning right now. And most of the time I want to use force. I want to force it to connect. I start asking myself, what will I do? What can I do? Can I reconnect with myself? How can I come back to connection with my, be aligned with whatever that I'm manifesting, or be aligned with my soul, be aligned with God? Because sometimes also I feel so aligned, I feel so spiritual, I feel so, I don't know the best way to explain it, but if you've had this feeling before, you understand perfectly well what I'm saying. I feel so aligned with my energy, with what I'm manifesting, with God, universe, every single thing. I'm relaxed, I'm connected. I live the day with intentions. I have those, those mindset, those thinking. But sometimes I'm just in between, but I also feel it deep down of me that I'm disconnected. I'm not aligned right now. There's something blocking me and God. There's something blocking me and my soul, my higher self. And I always go back to, that being of connecting. But with my power, with my egos and my head, sometimes I just want to force it. I want to force it to say, what can I do? How can I connect? How can I connect with God? How can I connect with my intuition right now? I feel like there's something blocking me between, there's something between me and God right now. I can't connect with my soul. I can't connect with my intuition. What can I do? What can I do? Should I meditate more? Should I script more? Should I affirm more? But I've come to realize that when things like this are happening, it's just that you have to reconnect your soul. But how do you do it? It's one, relaxing first of all, and ask yourself, what have I been doing lately that is stressing me out? What have I been feeding myself with lately that is not making me see the potential inside of me, that is not making me to listen to my intuition, that is not making me have that connection that I want to have? Because me forcing it's like me feeling as if I'm in control. I can do it myself. I can always fix everything myself. No. Sometimes the most important thing for you to manifest or connect with God, or that spirit side of you that you want to do, is for you to relax and ask yourself some certain question. And today I'll be giving you 5 ways, very 5 simple but powerful ways that can help you to connect with your soul, the God in you, universe, whatever way you call it. But it's something daily habit that you do, but it's very simple. It's not something that you crack your head about. It's not something that you start asking yourself like I used to do. Should I start scripting more? Should I start meditating more? Should I start affirming more, stressing yourself, trying to put more resistance on it? But it's something very simple that you can do on your daily habit. And one of that is start your day with intentions. Don't just start your day, wake up in the morning, click your phone, start calling people, start involving yourself in chaos, start involving yourself with the struggle of the day, start watching gossip, start like just run to social media. Always wake up in the morning with intention. Before touching your phone, take a few minutes to breathe, set an intention for that day, or speak word of affirmation. Use your mind to affirm purpose, clarity, peace, love, kindness for that day. When you wake up in the morning, sometimes we have already to-do list. Sometimes things just happen. You wake up in the morning, it has already started with chaos. But try as much as possible, if you can avoid some things in the morning. Me, I does this sometimes when some conversation want to rise in the morning, when I've not read my affirmation, when I've not do the things I'm supposed to do. I try to pause and I try to tell the people around me, can we do this later? Can we discuss this later? Can we talk about this later? Because it's too early for this. Even sometimes I tell the kids around me, can you can you give me some few moments of peace? It's too early for the noise. Things like this, because I'm just resetting for the day, setting better intentions for the day. Because when I start this day with chaos, with stress, I feel disconnected at the end of the day. I feel disconnected. I feel I'm not aligned with something higher than me. But when I start this day, not just rushing to my phone, but setting purpose, using my mouth to pronounce wonderful things, to pronounce good health into my life, to sow good seed for the day, to sow good seed ahead of the day on my business, my family, relaxing my mind or listening to something positive in the morning. It's just me trying to reconnect at that particular moment that I'm waking up. It's just me trying to reconnect with God, my higher self, the universe, and setting better intentions for the day. And the other one is practice self reflection daily. I've said this thousands of times, but most of the time I say that at the end of the day, do some journaling, write some things, ask yourself what drained me today, what made me disaligned from God or my higher self or my body today, what makes me happy. But this is practice self-reflection daily. Spend 5 to 10 minutes journaling about your thoughts, feeling and decision. Ask yourself, is this in alignment with what I want to be? Yes, of course. Sometimes when I'm feeling so sad, I'm feeling so drained, drain, disaligned, especially what I was saying before, that I feel disaligned, but I try to ask myself, what can I do? I give myself time. When I give myself time, I try to, regulate my emotions, work on my emotion, bring myself back, try to be happy. When I try to do these things and it's not working, the perfect thing of what I can do that will help me, it's me bringing out my journal. And when I bring out my journal, I've always said that my journal is my best friend, because typically I can tell my journal something that I can't even tell by someone very close to me. So I bring out my journal, and when I bring out my journal, I ask myself, how am I feeling right now? I write it down. Why am I feeling this way? I write it down. Why am I so hungry right now? I write it down. I write it exactly the one I'm feeling, without sugarcoating it, without trying to hide some part, without trying to feel as if I'm selfish right now, or trying to feel as if I'm the bad guy or the next person is the bad guy. I just write it the way it is. And I write it what I did wrong, why I'm feeling this way. Am I feeling ashamed? Am I feeling discouraged? Am I feeling disgust? I just write the way I feel. And when I write the way I feel, I ask myself, is this how I'm supposed to be feeling right now? And by the time I'm done scripting this thing, writing all of these things, I feel lighter, I feel back to myself, I feel connected back to myself. And at that time, I bring out, I go to another page and I write, is it how I'm supposed to be feeling right now? Is it what I'm supposed to be doing right now? What do I want to feel right now? And I write down again how I want to feel, the reactions that I want to have. And I also tell myself that if it's something that I feel ashamed or disgust or disgrace or humiliated about deep down, because sometimes some things happen that, you know, outside the public, you can't really say that you were disgraced, you were, let me say humiliated or ashamed of yourself, but deep down you feel humiliated, you feel ashamed of yourself. You ask yourself some question, why did I do something like this? I'm supposed to know better, I'm supposed to do better than this. Deep down, even if you can't say it directly to the person close to you, but with your journal, definitely, sweetheart, I bet you can do it. Because when you start writing and you want to be sincere, you definitely have to write this feeling that you're having right now. Yes, I do personal development. This is where I have to always pour out how I'm feeling and why am I feeling like this? Why do I feel embarrassed? Why do I feel ashamed? Why do I feel left out? These things. And when I keep asking myself this question and writing it, I keep getting the answer. And sometimes when you practice self-reflection daily and you're trying to journal, there are some things that you might do during the day. There are some things that you might do, some speech, some words that you might use, or some people that you associate yourself with, or some things that you drown yourself in. It's very important to ask yourself, my higher self or the future me or the person that I'm becoming, am I supposed to be doing something like this? Because if your higher self, God, whoever you're looking up to, is not doing something like this, which means you're disconnected. So ask yourself questions, because when you continue asking yourself this question, don't be scared, don't be humiliated, don't be ashamed to ask yourself questions, because God is in you. Your higher self, your body, they are all in you. So when you ask this question, sometimes I just ask this question out loud and I say, I'm asking this question out loud for God, universe, my soul, every single thing around me right now that I believe want to bring the answer to me. Why? Because I know that every single thing around me, they are alive and they're going to bring the answer, and they're listening to me, my words. So they're going to bring the answer. So ask this question: is God in me, or the universe, or my intuition, the higher self, suppose or would do something like this? Or is this aligned to the future that I want to live? Ask yourself this question and you will get the answer. And the third one is surround yourself with high vibe energy. Surround yourself with people that impact you, people that elevate you, people that inspired you. Be mindful of the people, environment, and content you consume. Choose what inspire growth and uplift your spirit. Be mindful of the people that you keep around you. Be mindful of the kind of content you watch, you listen to. It's very important. I can't emphasize on this more, because I feel as if I'm saying it but nobody is listening. The content you listen to, the content you watch are all information. They're all stuck in your head, and they're all making you to make decisions, because they're stuck in your head. They repeat, and you're trying to believe it. You stay all day watching content about how life is hard, how life is difficult, how the place or country that you are right now is difficult, how money is hard, how it's so difficult to be in the perfect relationship, how it's difficult to earn enough money more than what you're earning right now. And you think, I'm just going to watch it and let it grow. It's never like that. It's going to stuck into your head, and when it's stick into your head, when you're done watching this content, consuming this content, they keep repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. And when they repeat and your brain works with repetition, they start manifesting, you start believing them, and you suddenly see yourself that you're talking like this, that, oh, this country that I'm in is very difficult, the country is very hard, there's a language barrier. Yes, I live in Italy, in case you don't know. Sometimes we discriminate, we think life is so hard, right? Yeah, these are beliefs, these are mindsets, and I've once had this thought, this belief, the language issue, the people around us, getting things is difficult, but this is all built in our mindset and what we keep consuming every single day. But when you start reframing your mindset and start saying everything is always working out for your good, life is easy, life is a very simple thing. I say this every time, but you don't believe. And I say this to family, friends, that like life is a very simple thing. Sometimes when I sit down, some certain things happen, I feel like life is a very very simple thing. If your mindset, if you can change your mindset about it, like there's nothing to be stressed about, there's nothing to be anxious about. If your mindset, you can change your mindset, switch it on or switch it off or turn it around, things will start working out for your good. You don't have to stress yourself. Yes, you want something but they refuse to give you, but and you say, okay, no problem, I'll still be fine, I'll still be okay. You continue your life. Things will start working out for you. The more you align with your energy, the more your thoughts and what you want is aligned, your life will be lighter. Things will start falling apart for your good. But first, you have to work on the mindset that you have. But how do you work on this mindset? It's by you understanding the people you surround yourself with, the content you listen, the content you consume every single day. You can't, sometimes I tell people that no matter how you try to do this, when you keep surrounding yourself with negative energy, negative people, and you think they're not going to affect you, they're not going to impact your life, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. This is why successful people, when they're telling your story, they always tell you that they left where they are, like they left maybe the environment, the friendship, the relationship, the marriage that they were or they had before they were elevated to higher place, before their life moved to another level, before that changed or that thing that they're wanting, start working at. It's when they left the surrounding, the environment, the relationship, the people that they were with. That's when the growth took place. That's when their life starts moving on. Because when you think that I'm still going, I can still work on myself, I can still do all these things, when you're surrounding yourself with low-minded people, when you're surrounding yourself with people that will never see good of you, when you surrounding yourself with people that will always decrease you even when you're trying, when you're surrounding yourself with people that will never see good come out from you, I can say 80% it's going to work, 80% or 70%, but it's going to be a struggle. This is why it's very important to surround yourself with what you listen to, with what you watch, with the people around you, with good-hearted people. 100%, they all might not be good-hearted people, but at least 50 to 70% has to be good-minded people, people that see the future, people that see the positivity in you, people that see the brighter future, not people that complains about every single thing. And the fourth one is listening to your inner guidance. Slow down and check in within your body and intuition before making decisions. Your higher self often speak in quiet noise. I've said this thousands of times that your intuition, your higher self, God, they always speak with that quiet voice. They don't shout. Let me say they don't nag like our mind. They don't just make those thousands of noise, but the thought just flashing. The thought comes in once. So before making an important decision, before going into relationship that you're not very sure of, before investing your income or your money or making risks on something you're not very sure of, listen to your body, listen to your intuition before making these decisions. Yes, sometimes some people do say that you should be very quick in making decisions, but still the same time, I don't know if I'm 100% agreed with that, but at still the same time, you should also know how to say, I'll give you feedback, I'll get back to you. I'm not saying that try to go and think about it for 1 week. No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to say, ask yourself the question, should I go for this? Should I make this investment? Should I go into this relationship? Should I start, this business? I'm not saying that you should go outside to ask, but ask yourself, because the answers are always inside of you. They're always inside of you, and they're always there to guide you and listen to you and make you go through the right way. So always listen to your inner intuition. Ask yourself this question before making some certain decisions, or doing some certain things that you know you're going to regret it later. Ask yourself, should I do this? Should I do this? I need answers. I need help right now. Not grow outside and start searching for Google, start asking YouTube, start asking people. Yes, do your research when it comes to you investing your money, doing some certain things, but still at the same time, ask your listen to your body, the signs your body is trying to give you, and listen to your inner intuition. And when you want to listen to your inner intuition, for you to understand that is God speaking to you, surround yourself with peacefulness. Be still, listen to calm, listen to things that are calm, things that elevate your spirit, things that make you align, things that put you in the spirit. Because when you're in an environment that's in chaos, when that voice comes, you're not going to understand it, you're not going to listen. So the last one is nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. These three works together: your mind, your body, and your soul. Now you're feeling your spirit with healthy content. You're reading books that's going to make you grow. You're reading things that are going to elevate you. You're surrounding yourself with people that are going to support you and grow. You're watching things that are going to, make you get to that level of life that you want to get to. At the same time, you have to feed your body with healthy food. You have to feed your body with something that's going to give you that energy. You have to feed your body with something that's not going to drain you, but something that's going to make your skin flourish, the inner being flourish inside and outside. And nourish your mind. Eat mindfully, move your body, and engage in activities that brings you joy, creativity, and peace into your life. Do something that makes you happy, do something that makes you laugh, watch jokes that sometimes when I'm feeling dry, I just watch my favorite comedians, I watch my favorite jokes that make me laugh and crack. And when you're laughing like that, you're watching or listening to things that motivate you, that elevate you, that makes you align, you forget about every single thing that have not manifested, you forget about how you've not sold your business, you forget about how rude your co-worker, you forget about these things, because now you're happy, you're laughing, you do something that's making you happy and excited, and you do something that makes you aligned. When I say aligned, I'm not saying go watch the negative things, and because you want to be aligned, watch things that are positive, things that are imparting you, things that making you to laugh, but at the same time they are not destroying you, they are not destructing you inside of you. So that is why I said something of ask yourself, will my higher self listen to something like this? Will my higher self watch something like this? Would my higher self, attend something like this, or be or listen to conversations like this? So love, if this video impacted you, thank you so much for staying to this time, and thank you so much for watching this video to this time. I'll be seeing you tomorrow again on my next video. Don't forget that I love you and I got you. Peace.